We broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here in the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us today. All right, Rod Zawacky, he's the last guest scheduled. He'll be signing a little later. We got Alex Smart, Ninos, Shane Mickle, Damian, Sosh, and Tony Brown. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. We've got Smart, Brown, Ninos, Sosh, Mickle, Zawacki, and then I will close this one out. All right, here we go. Ready for a nice card today for Major League Baseball. 15-game cards. Some of the games starting in about half an hour here, so get ready for those. And, of course, let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Alex Smart. If I'm over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place, let's bring in Alex Smart in right now. Let's bring him in. Alex, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, Tony? We're going to go to Fenway tonight.
Yeah, doing great. Doesn't baseball have, with legalization, baseball just has a different feel to it, right? It just seems a little more of an intense sport. We don't feel like you have that break in the summer anytime. There's just more people in action in baseball.
That's right. Yeah, well, wherever there's money to be made, and especially in this economy, people are going to need to make extra money. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's
on everybody's radar. Yeah, that's right.
I'm knowing more and more people paying attention to the lines, paying attention to the props. It just seems baseball, is really, it's the center stage now as well. Maybe some of these peripheral sports will pick up as well, but it just seems to be more intense now with baseball. People more into action. There seems to be more fan interest because of the betting. But here's one tonight, 7 Eastern Time. Red Sox here to host the Tigers. The Red Sox, a big favorite here, $2, total 9.5.
So, are we going to go on a limb tonight, take Detroit? Well, I am. I'm going to take Detroit. And it's funny, Hill is off a crap performance last time out against a team that couldn't hit the broadside of a barn consistently all season. Oakland had a season high 7 hits against him. That was for him. That was a bad game. He's 2-4 this year. I will say it's a subpar 4.42 ERA. But what's interesting about Hill, going back for the last couple of seasons, is he hasn't performed all that admirably, or his team hasn't backed him all that well in games against subpar 500 teams, especially here at home at Fenway, where he's lost 7 of his last 9 overall against sub-500 teams, and that's not good. And on a line with 175 to minus 200, so we're up to $2 here, laying with Boston. He's laid an egg 7 of the 9 times, or at least his team has when he's been on the mound. So looks like they go to sleep when he's out there. Detroit has shown a little bit of life. They jacked up 21 runs in a series just before they started this Boston series. I know they only scored a couple of runs last time out, but you watch Detroit, and I know they don't have a lot of great numbers, but this team is much more talented offensively than they've shown. We, like some teams go in regression phase. I think we've got ourselves what I'm going to call an aggression phase here for Detroit, and I really feel they had a chance to bring home the cash tonight against Hill and Company. So we're going to take Detroit.
All right, we got Alex Smart here going to take the Detroit Tigers here at +1. Maybe that big dog here to start the show. Yeah, this one kind of had a look to me of a bit of a high-scoring game. Brisk, the starter for Detroit, does give up home runs, 2 home runs per 9 innings. Pitches to high contact, 16% strikeout rate. So you got a high contact there. The only concern I have if this becomes high scoring is that, well, actually no, because Detroit Tigers bullpen has pitched well this season. That's the underlying factor.
Yeah. That's a thing here. So, just what this will end up being for me when I looked at this, I guess from a graphics point of view and a money standard point of view on the money line, I looked at it as being, we have a mathematical edge. I think we're a little bit off. We're a little bit off on the number here, and there is an ability for Detroit. They've shown me enough action lately, enough offensive momentum for me to back them here. And Hill has that history, like I said, and for whatever reason, it seems like his team just doesn't come out to play when he's on the hill. So we'll see.
Yeah, over the hill, Rich over the hill. Very nervous guy on the mound. Very, very nervous. I mean, it's very hard to watch him play today. Always praying for every corner, and makes that facial expression when he doesn't get the call. It just looks like he's every pitch might be his last. It just almost feels like he's on pressure in every pitch. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough watch at some point. But anyway, here we go with the Tigers here +170 against the Red Sox. This one will have a start time of 7 Eastern Time, MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Alex, take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. Good card here, 15-game card here. from Major League Baseball. I know there's some WNBA. I'm not sure. I know if it moves, you'll hit it. Not sure if you already hit these other peripheral sports yet. WNBA, CFL. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, right tonight is just Major League Baseball. Like I said, I'm sort of like, looking at the CFL and like I spit it out, WNBA with a little bit of caution. But we'll see. We're going to move forward here, and like I always say, and like you just said, if it moves, I hit it. And if the line's going to give us what we need, the advantage I need, then it'll be there for everybody to have a shot at. But tonight, I've got 3 Major League Baseball selections on board. Got a nice underdog winner included in the 3-pack. It's going to start here in about 20 minutes or so, less than that even. 20 minutes or half hour. I think it's 6:40 is the first start.
Yep.
So
6:40 Eastern.
folks, join me. Yeah, 6:40. Yeah. So join me tonight, folks, and join me long term. My packages are right there next to my name, Alex Martin. And yeah, join me for a long term package. That's where all the that's where the bargains are, really. If you're going to go, and you got to remember, guys. I just got to say this quickly. You've heard this before. It's cliche. This is not a one-night stop. I know for some of you it is. I mean, you're just weekend warriors, but you got to remember this is a long-term battle against the books. You want to get your best out of anybody's packages on this site. You want to go long-term. So anyway, join me long-term, guys, and let's make some money.
That's right. Again, with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs. With legalization, there's no reason why not to go long-term because you have all these betting apps and all these books available to your dispense. So you need to pay attention to these markets. If you're really paying attention, some people pay attention to the housing market, real estate market. Now they're paying attention to the sports betting market, right? It just goes hand in hand. So these people want action. Here we go. I don't see much difference between them anyway. So get on board. Really. And Alex doesn't either. So get on board here with Alex.
From now on, I'm not trying to knock the markets down, and I'm not going to try to knock the real estate market down. But hey, guys, I think right now the better bets are going to come in the sports scene. So.
That's right. There's a lot of rookies. There's a lot of rookies. A lot of rookies that are in the playing field right now, so you can take advantage of the veterans versus the rookies. So get on board here with Alex Smart get on board with this veteran right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get on board with Alex Smart, veteran of the sports betting industry, sports better, big better himself. He's got a triple play right now on the board, 3-pack, $44 affordably priced, and get on board with that. Or again, as Alex has mentioned, the long-term pass is the way to go. 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. That 7-day pass will get you all of Alex's plays for 7 days. If we go to 6 games, the Stanley Cup Finals, you'll get all 3. We know we're guaranteed 2 more games, but if it's a 7-game series, this Monday will end this 7-day pass. But maybe Alex will have his game 7 play in. So if he does, includes remainder, and he does. So we'll have the remainder of the Stanley Cup Finals because he'll have that game 7. If there's a game 7, it would be a week from today. So get on board with that. He'll have it in there for the Monday. So you get it on the Tuesday. So get on board with that 7-day all sports pass. Remainder of the Stanley Cup Finals, wherever it goes. If it goes 5 games or 7, it'll cover that on the 7-day pass, of course, as well as all of Alex's baseball. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Alex, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you in a couple days.
See you, Tony. Have a good week. Yeah.
You got it. Alex Smart here on the drive-thru. Let's continue our coverage. Got here on the drive-thru. Got a lot of plays for you, so let's keep it moving here. Let's go over to Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's welcome in Tony Brown. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. He does good work there. Fine work here in the NHL as well. So let's bring him in right now. Tony Brown, what's happening? You got you on mute. You got it unmute. You got the mute going. Let's see. Let's see if Tony will get it together. Oh, I see you, but I don't hear you, Tony Brown. So you might want to sign off, sign back in. That usually corrects these issues when we get them. So just sign off, sign back in, and then we'll go to El Ninos. Let's see if we got him here. I see him back. Yeah, we're gonna get back to him. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's go ahead and welcome in El Ninos. You'll find him. Let's make sure El's ready. I don't think he was ready to go. Actually, I see Tony Brown back. Let's see if he's. There you go. We got sound for you, Tony Brown.
All right, man. I literally had to run in the house. You see, I was in the car during the pre-show, and I caught a heat warning, so my phone might have been bugging. So I want to get to this pick, though. All
right, let's get to the pick. All right, let's get the game odds here for you right now. Here we go, 7:40 Eastern Time. Twins here to host the Guardians. Minnesota now up to $1.75, total 9.5.
Yeah, the reason they're so high is because one thing: if you can't hit, you can't score, and if you can't score, you can't win. And the Twins, they're not coming into this one doing neither of both. They're hitting low. They're ranked low in the league in hitting and scoring. And so I think this game is going to be one-sided during the scoring with the Guardians. The Guardians have the pitching advantage in this one. You know me, I buy the hook. It's not popular around here. People don't like buying the hook, but I love buying the hook. Now 11 runs have to beat us. If you buy that hook up to 10, 10 is a push, 11 to beat us. I don't even think they get to 10. I'm loving the under in this game. Way too much juice for the Guardians, so I'm going to take the under. Whenever the game's too close to call, we don't. So we looked at the under. I think odd makers make a mistake, and we're going to jump on this under.
All right, Tony Brown says go under total in this one. That one note here, I think why we saw the move from the 9 to the 9.5 is obviously the wind and the heat. It's 85 degrees. We're looking at winds 15 miles per hour and out. I know Zavacki's had some crooked numbers as well here for Cleveland.
You're right, he has, Tone, but if you look into the numbers trend, both of these teams combined have only cashed the over 4 times in the last 10 games. I mean, the wind can push the ball out, but he's not really a fly ball pitcher. He was giving up those crooked numbers because of the whip. He had too many walks, putting too many people on bases. He's not a fly ball guy where it's going to be blowing out in the wind and things of that nature. So I think that it's just going to be like maybe a 4-3 game at best, and then those are way too many runs for me.
Okay, this young kid, Joe Ryan here, hey, was sidelined there for a while. He's come back here. He's put some pretty good numbers here, 2.81 ERA, whip of 1.02.
Yeah, he was sidelined, and they tried to bring him back too early. Like, I don't know what's going on with these staffs and these managers now, but I'm old school baseball. Remember, you used to have to get some AAA starts, some AA starts out there in Rancho and all that. These guys will go on the IR, and then boom, right back into the rotation, not even as like a closing role or nothing. So, shit, that's what happens. This is pro baseball.
Yeah, they rush them right in, man. They rush these guys right into the league. And a lot of jobs at stake, right? There's not a lot of, that's what's happening now.
And I was about to say, but that's because they need them. So it's just like, okay, we can blow a start. It's 162 games. How many starts do we blow with you in AAA or whatever? So that's the cost of business. But the reason being is so these guys can get it together. You can't get together pro pitching on a minor league level or these pro bats. So I think that, the natural regression comes into play, and that we'll see a good game tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Of course, Joe Ryan, just a 7th-round pick out of from Tampa Bay. Obviously, Tampa Bay, they do develop pitchers over there. Cal State Stanley Sauce. that's way up in northern. That's where he played his college baseball, Tony Brown. He's from San Francisco.
I hate to do cross-sports references, but you see I got my Laker jersey on. I'm still in basketball mode a little bit. It's like Andrew Wiggins. You know what I mean? He was a first-round draft pick, like number 3 overall. It didn't work in Minnesota, and he showed up in Golden State. It's all about roles. This guy is a 7th pick. Like, he's going to be okay.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Tony Brown here. Guardians, Twins, other total here at 9.5. This one will have a start time here of 7:40 Eastern time. All right, Tony Brown, let's go over at Pick Dodge Print. We've been on fire on the ice here. 2,209 units of profit in the NHL. All sports combined showing good profit the last 30 days, coming off a winning day yesterday. Of course, we do have a big card here for Major League Baseball. Still 15 games on the card. We got a couple starting in about 20 minutes. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Tonight we have a Tuesday triple play. Like you mentioned, we had a great night last night. We missed the sweep by just 1. We went 3 out of 4. And tonight will be no different, man. I like all 3 of these plays tonight. It's the Tuesday triple play in the MLB. You can get them individually, or you can grab all 3 of them.
That's right, guys. Got to board with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. See the numbers have been fantastic. 2,209 units of profit. NHL also showing profit the last 30 days and coming off a winning day yesterday. Get on board. Tony Brown has a triple play up there for affordable price of just $34. Also, the long-term bet. We're talking about the 7-day all sports pass because, again, the Stanley Cup Finals, well, if there's a Game 7, it would be a week from tonight, right? You look ahead at the schedule. So a lot of the guys get that Game 7 pick in early, like on a Monday. So if you get that 7-day pass, we know there's 2 more games. But if there's a 6 and 7, that will also be part of that 7-day all sports pass. So it's something to think about if you're looking for long-term passes. That 7-day pass is great. Get on board with Tony Brown, all his baseball, and of course the remainder of the Stanley Cup Finals, whether it's a 5-game series or a 7-game series, it will be part of the 7-day pass. And of course, Tony Brown, for those grinders out there that bet every single day, and we've talked about it early in the show. Now with legalizations, more people are in action. Baseball has become more important now. It's the only one of the major sport that's out there. People are looking at the numbers. These broadcast networks are flashing numbers up there. It's become Betty market's going to be as common as a real estate and the stock market for these people.
Literally, you don't go to your stockbroker and you make a pick on a stock and it did okay today. And you pull your money out, you back in. You let this stuff grow. It's like an investment. It's not gambling. It's investing. And if you're serious about making money, this is the only way to go. Paying per day, per play, and per sport. that's going to get very, very costly. We want to take the bookies' money. We don't want your money. So you get this pass, and now you're in for the year. Even if you don't bet every day, you don't have to pay every day in every sport. Say you want to take a couple weekends off. You don't got to load your wallet up in your card and come buy some more picks. You get every pick I release for 365 days. It's not a one-season pass. It's a one-year pass. So, like I said, if you're serious about making money, you can't afford not to grab this pass.
Can't afford not to get that 1 year all sports bet. This is a full-time job, guys, trying to betting for a living here, betting to make money, because you're not only looking at injury reports, looking at statistical numbers, looking at trends. There's a lot of stats out there, the advanced stats out there. There's a lot out there to help you win, and it is time consuming. And I know you just can't go by gut. You want to go by gut and feel. Good luck to you, my friend. Good luck. That's basically, you might as well go out there and play Keno. This is not Keno. You were actually making educated decisions here, Tony Brown.
Yeah, you gotta hire a professional. No matter how good you cook, no matter what, you're gonna take your wife out to a chef on a nice dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you do got a gut feeling, you played a little college ball and things of that nature. We study these numbers all day, every day. These trends, these profiles. Like, there's so much more to it than just picking out of a hat. And like I said, if you're serious about making money, you can't afford not to grab this pass. And even if it's not me, like, of course I want you to, but we have great handicappers all over the site. You have to grab one of us.
That's right, guys. No shortcuts to success here. You got to put the work in. Coach Tony Brown will do that for you with that 1 year all sports pass or any of the passes up there. Now, with those long-term passes, you had a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Tony, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk to you again in a couple days.
All right, always great to be here, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.
You got it. Tony Brown here on the drive-through. Hey, we're getting a lot of people now joining us on the show. If you missed any of the picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Next up is El Ninos. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, where he's putting up some really great numbers as well. Let's bring in El Ninos right now. I think we've got him ready to roll here. There he is right here. El, what's happening?
Oh, pretty good here, Tony. How are you?
Doing great. All right, here we go. This game kind of, when you gave me the pick, I thought about it. I said, man, how did I miss this one? How did I miss this one? Anyway, Al didn't. He's on it. 7 Eastern time. Orioles here to host the Nationals. Orioles $1.30, total 9.5.
Yeah, this one, it's hard to miss. I mean, I'm not sure how you missed it. Usually on top of all over stuff like this, Tony. It's pretty. I mean, not much to this pick. We got two teams, maybe not the best teams in the league, actually quite far from it. But a lot of their struggles have come from their pitching. I mean, both teams have guys that can hit home runs. They don't have the worst lineups in the league, but although they haven't always been so consistent, definitely their bigger issues are their pitching. And with Eric Fetty going here for the Nationals and Jordan Lyles for the Orioles, I can't help but look at the over here. I mean, you've seen Washington trend to the over to their 4-0 in Fetty's last 4 starts, the over. And I don't see this one staying under. I mean, this one can go over like really early. I'd look at the first 5 over as well, but definitely my stronger plays on the full game to go over. As they don't. It's not like they have the strongest bullpens in the league either.
No, they don't. Yeah, this is right on here. Of course, over the total here of 9.5 across the key number of 9, which for a lot of the smart bettors out there, they look at that 9 as a real key number there in the totals market. Of course, Eric Fetty's been a guy we've known for a couple years out of Las Vegas. Had some really struggles. I used to joke. I said he gives them the best chance to win a game, despite his. When you look at guys like Adone and guys like Josiah Gray, or, some of the starters, or Corbin, who's just been a disaster. He's been the one bright spot, but still his numbers have not been very good. ERA 4.88, WHIP of 1.56. Gives about a home run per 9 innings. But again, it's one thing you always worry about here with these Nationals is their bullpen. But one little hidden gem with these Nationals that people don't realize, and you saw it in the Phillies series, is they can score runs and they can hit.
Yeah, that's right. You've seen it's actually both these teams can show up on any night. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised to see either of these teams cover this number by themselves. I mean, I'm not surprised at all. Actually, I couldn't really sit here and I'd lean slightly, I guess, to the Nationals, but either of these teams, as I said, could possibly get 9 runs themselves here. So I don't think it'll take much help from the losing team in this one.
Yeah, we're seeing it. Warm weather again in Baltimore, 81 degrees. We are seeing the wind blowing 6 miles per hour out there, so a little bit of help for the ball if they can get over that fence there in Baltimore. Nationals, Orioles over the total of 9.5. This one to have a start time 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dog Spring. We've been on fire on the ice here. 3,004 units of profit in the NHL. Also showing profit, nearly 300 units of profit the past 30 days from El Nino's document over at Pick Dog Spring. You can verify these numbers. I give out these numbers. I'm just getting them right from the site. And bottom line, you can go up there and check all the numbers. They're graded immediately over on the site. Fully documented numbers here over at Pick Dog. So check it out there. Of course, tonight we still have a 15-game card, about 15 minutes away from first pitch for a couple games. So we got 15-game cards here from Major League Baseball as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Not too much action for me today. Just 3 plays. I got them on the 3-pack. If you want to check that out, or as Tony was saying, it's the long-term passes are still always your best way to go. I mean, you can come in here and buy these plays every day, or just grab on the long terms and just get them every day at a much better deal.
That's right, guys. Got on board with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs. 3,004 units of profit NHL. That is all documented. You can verify those numbers when you go over to Pick Dogs and check them out there. Of course, get on board with El Ninos' Tuesday Triple, a 3-pack right now on the board. His 3 best bets here from Major League Baseball for $40, or the long-term 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. And we're talking about this 7-day pass a lot because, again, it comes into play here with the NHL Finals. As they're going every other day. A week from today would be Game 7 if it goes 7, but it may go 5, it may go 6, it may go 7. Now with that 7-day all sports pass, if L gets his Game 7 pick in Monday, then that's covered, and he probably will. That will be covered under the 7-day all sports pass. So if you get a 7-day pass, the remainder of the Stanley Cup Finals from El Ninos, as well as all his Major League Baseball for 7 days here, and you see the numbers he put up there in NHL. 3,004 units of profit in the NHL, all documented. So again, Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals is scheduled again for a week from today if they go 7. If they don't, well, he'll still be covered. If it's a 6 or a 5-game series, he'll still be covered. But L gets that pick in Monday for Game 7. You got it. So there you go. 7-day all sports pass, your best value over at Pick Dogs. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Al, as always, great having a show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Tony. Have a good one.
You got El Ninos here on the drive to Let's continue our coverage. Got a lot of people signing in for the show. Appreciate everyone's contribution up there. Our guy Rick, hello to you. We've got Samuel Cervalos, like the Orioles on that side. And of course, Rick is up there as well. Let's continue on here on the show. Of course, if you missed the picks, we'll get you a recap at the end of the show. Let's continue on here now. It is time for Damian Sosh. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, where he does fine work here. Let's bring Damian in right now. I think we got him ready to roll. Damian, what's happening?
Hey, Tony, how you doing?
Doing great. All right, here we go. 8 Eastern time. Boy, this was lightning yesterday. We'll see if they can put up another good one. 8 Eastern time. White Sox here to host the Blue Jays. Blue Jays favorite here, $1.30, total of 9.
Yeah, these guys played a great game yesterday. 8-7 final. White Sox win. And I'm going to be taking a look at the total in this one here. The Blue Jays are going to be sending Kevin Gausman on the round. He's got a pretty good record, decent record, 5-6, but a pretty good ERA, 3.21. The problem right now that I'm seeing with him is a splitter is a big pitch for Gausman, and he seems to be having trouble controlling that right now. His last 3 starts is kind of showing what I mean. He's 0-3 in those last 3 starts, and he has 5 walks in just 12 innings pitched over those 3 starts, and has also allowed 9 earned runs in just 12 innings pitched. Now, this is a White Sox team that I think is capable, and they're going to be able to put up some runs against him. Now, pitching for the White Sox, very good pitcher, Dylan Cease. Cease 5-3, 2.91 ERA. The thing with Cease, though, is he started 13 starts this season. He hasn't pitched more than 7 innings in any of those starts. And as a matter of fact, if you look over Cease in his career, he hasn't pitched more than 7 innings in any of his professional starts, which is pretty kind of astounding for as good of a pitcher as he is. Now, in the 13 starts this season, he's only accumulated 68 innings pitched. That's a little over 5 innings pitched. And they're going to be getting into that White Sox bullpen. This is a Toronto Blue Jays lineup that's got plenty of power, plenty of pop. And as we saw yesterday, that White Sox bullpen almost blew a big lead. And also that White Sox bullpen is dealing with plenty of injury issues. Foster, Crick, Hendricks, Bummer, all out for some reason or another and aren't going to be available. And I'm not expecting Cease to obviously go more than 7 innings. At some point, it's going to get turned over to that bullpen of the White Sox. And I see both teams scoring here, and it's going to go over the total, posted total in this one.
All right, we got Damian here going at Toronto and Chicago White Sox going over total here of 9 runs. We'll just give you a quick weather update because we've seen some heat and wind here. We got 91 degrees, hot day in Chicago. Winds right to left, 14 miles per hour. We'll see how that plays into the ballpark. But yeah, we're looking at this Blue Jays pitching staff. Boy, have they been torched here. You take a look here over there. Was it their past 5 games here? Their ERA for the starters is over 9. Their bullpen 7.5.
Yeah, it's certainly they've been getting hit around, and the White Sox are more than capable of putting up the runs in this one. And I see it happening for both sides, really. Yeah,
we saw the White Sox, man, like Barros was just horrible control. I mean, he was just putting those balls over the plate, and the White Sox weren't missing them.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
All right, here we go. Blue Jays, White Sox over total of 9. This one will have a start time here of 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Damian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. We've shown great results here in the NHL. 941 units of profit. They're back on the ice tomorrow. We were talking about the remainder of the schedule here. Of course, 15 games still in the card for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, things are going well in hockey, but right now it's all baseball. And I got a 3-pack of my MLB triple plays for sale over there on the website. And you get all those 3 in one for one great deal, or they're all for sale individually as well. But as always, and as everybody here has mentioned, the best thing to do, guys, is get yourself a long-term package, 3, 7, 30-day plan, a 2-for-1 capper deal, which is my favorite play out there on the board. Guys, there's something for everybody's budget. So definitely check out the website and make us, pick up a package and we'll make some money together. There's lots of opportunities out there, guys.
Lots of opportunities in baseball. Still 15 game cards. It's a lot. There's still a lot going on over in Major League Baseball. Get on board with the Damian Sosh. See the numbers in NHL. We've talked about the 7-day all sports pass, right? With the way the Raider, it's every other day now. That's what we got here. So we've got game 4 on Wednesday. We got game 5 on Friday, game 6 on Sunday, game 7 on Tuesday. So that would be now 7-day pass. If Damian gets that game 7 in there Monday, then that will cover the remainder of the Stanley Cup Finals if it goes 7. So that 7-day pass is a really good value right now because if it's a 5-game series, 6-game series, or even a 7-game series, you'll be covered for Damian's NHL Stanley Cup Finals pick here. Of course, that 7-day pass will also include all of his baseball per 7 days. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. All right, Damian, as always, great having you show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again very soon.
Thank you, Tony. Have a great night.
You got it. Damian Sosh here on the drive. Let's continue our coverage, guys. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Let's continue on. It is time now for Shane Mickle. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's get Shane in right now. Let's see if we can find him here. Of course, you can find a lot of his written work as well on the site, as well as Sports Chat Place. Also very active in MMA with his writing. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going tonight, Tony?
It's going great. Excited about this baseball card. Got a good 15-game card. Tonight features the Padres here hosting the Diamondbacks. We saw some movement here on the Padres up to $1.40. It was $1.30 for most of the afternoon, but we did get validation here on the lineup. Does not look like Machado's in tonight, but anyway, the Padres seem to be getting the money here. Total 6.5.
Well, this line is moving here in the wrong direction. I really like the Diamondbacks here. This is a Padres team without Machado in the lineup. They've struggled to score. Each of the last 4 games they've scored 4 runs or less. 4 runs isn't awful, but when you consider that 3 of those games were at Coors Field, it's very concerning that an offense isn't able to get about 4 runs in 3 games at Coors Field. And they're facing off against Zach Gallen, who's been strong. And I think he is strong again this game. Last night, even when the Padres won, their runs were coming in off the home run. Zach Gallen's been good at keeping the ball in the ballpark this year. So last night the Padres only finished with 4 hits. I think Zach Gallen limits those hits again. But tonight the ball's going to stay in the ballpark, and that's going to be the difference here. I'm going to take the Diamondbacks on the money line.
Yeah, Diamondbacks money line here at plus 120. Let me look at some of these books because I saw it move to 150 in some places. Is that true? 150. So do your shopping here. Sugar House had it that number. You guys do your shopping. Try to get the best numbers here. Seems there's a lot of again, it's the Padres, right? They're competing with the Dodgers. Are in that battle there. But again, as you mentioned, Gallen has been a stud, and don't sleep on these Diamondbacks. I know they have their struggles at the plate sometimes, but they've been a very competitive team.
Yeah, for sure. And Manaea's been fine. And no doubt the Diamondbacks, that's probably the reason why, Gallen's going for the Diamondbacks. But, Manaea's been fine, but he's coming off a start where he struggled. So I think it's going to happen again here, and I'm going to take definitely I'm fine, especially Lang plus 150. If that number climbs even more and you can end up getting the plus 1.5 runs, at like minus 110 or something, and you're more comfortable doing that, I think there's also great value there. I don't know if the line's going to move enough for that, but I still think there's value there.
Yeah, keep your eye on
that does happen.
Yeah, keep your eye on that line. Of course, the rumors that Machado was in actually some of the initial lineups. You were seeing Machado penciled in, speculative, but now we have confirmed no Machado. So we'll see how this line moves through the remainder of this late afternoon, evening here out in the West Coast. Arizona plus 120 against the Padres. This one to have a start time here, 9:40 Eastern Time, MLB Extra Innings Channel. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at pick.com for tonight. 15-game card here from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, I've got a 3-pack up there, and then my best bet of the day. My best bet is $34, and my 3-pack is $39.90 or $39. I think there is a 540 or 640 game in that 3-pack though. But I'll still have 3 plays left, so I'm going to throw up another package. So if you wait a few minutes, there'll be a new package up on the site with my 3 best MLB plays that are left for the day, $39. But like everyone's been talking about, long term is your way to go. There's another UFC card this weekend. I've won both my Stanley Cup plays so far in the Stanley Cup finals. So hop on, a 7-day pass. You'll get every Stanley Cup, the MLB, UFC for the weekend, maybe a WNBA play depending on where the lines are. But all my plays for 7 days is the best way to go here.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dodge. Remember the 7-day pass. He does have plays tonight, the play of the day and the 3-pack. But again, that 7-day pass that we talked about is a great value right there. You get all Shane's plays for baseball for 7 days. As we said, Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals is a week from today. And if you get that 7-day pass, the Cappers will have that Game 7 in next Monday, so that will be covered under the 7-day pass. So the remainder of the Stanley Cup Finals is covered under the 7-day All Sports Pass, as well as Shane's UFC plays, MMA plays for the weekend. So get on board. Shane is heavily into the MMA, so you guys can check him out there. You've seen some of his writings over at Sports Chat. He contributes a sport that he covers. So get on board with Shane's 7-day All Sports Pass. Get the remainder of the Stanley Cup Finals, all his baseball, MMA for this weekend. With that 7-day pass, you can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Shane, it's always great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again in a couple days.
Sounds good. See everyone Thursday night.
You got it. Shane Mickle here on the drive through. Let's continue on, guys. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. All right, he made it. He signed in. Let's bring him in right now. It's Ron Zawacki. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Pim. He's been really good to us here on the show. Let's bring him in right now. I think he had a winner, right? He had that. I think he hit was that Brewers run line, had it all the way.
Yep, Brewers run line had it all the way. Easy enough 2-0 win for us yesterday. So moving on, and I had the Tampa Bay Lightning on the puck line yesterday as well. That was a nice, big, almost double your money on that one as well. So nice winning day yesterday. But today's a new day, and let's keep it rolling
right.
And pound the books a little bit more.
Pound the books tonight,
Why
indeed.
not?
Let's go 8 Eastern time. We got the Rangers here hosting the Phillies. The Rangers, what respect here? $1.35, total of 8.
Right, they're for me. You look. Both pitchers have been pretty good. Kyle Gibson's been pretty good on the year. You look at his last time out, he looked solid. Last time out, he went 8 innings, gave up 7 hits, 1 run, 6 strikeouts, no walks. So last time out, he's been pretty good. He's walked 3. And you look Perez. He's been solid on the year as well. He's been pitching lights out. But for me, the big difference there, he's been pitching solid, but his team just hasn't turned into wins for him. He's only got 1 win in his last 5 starts, 4 no decisions. And you look at these Phillies. These Phillies are 7-0 after allowing 5+ runs in the previous game, and they're also 11-0 are these Phillies when their opponent allows 5+ runs in their previous game. And you look at the Rangers, interleague play is good. I don't want to lay any juice with these Rangers here. We're going to take the Phillies here on the money line. Rangers interleague play at home versus teams with winning records, 1-8 the last 9. So when the good teams come into town and play the Rangers at home, yikes, not good for the Rangers at all. So we're going to go with Kyle Gibson here to shut down his old team. Also, Texas has failed to cover that run line versus the National League the last 8 games. So definitely interleague play has not treated these Rangers very well. So them as a favorite, I'm not taking that. Forget it. Give me the Phillies.
All right.
If you want, you'll feel a little bit on the reverse run line here.
Okay.
Because I think the Phillies can win this by 2.
All right, reverse run line, because the Phillies, the road team, they'll get their all 9 at bats here. So if they got a 1-run lead, you don't have to worry about it. They can build on it. So there you go with the reverse run line on the road team as an added bonus there. Phillies plus 150 against the Rangers. Yeah, you know, Gibson is showing good form. Martin Perez, I'm still waiting for to see the Martin Perez we've seen for the last 15, 12 years. Right? We're going to see that. Right? I know. Right? Yeah, at some point it's going to show. Right? We have enough data on him to realize that it's going to come back the other way.
Yeah, right. You come back down to earth and come back to the back of your baseball card, as we said many a times, and I just see that here. I think this is a good spot for the Phillies to get themselves a nice win here. I mean, they've done it. Like I said, the Texas Rangers just failed against interleague play against teams with winning records. Just haven't got her done.
Something that stuck.
So yeah, I don't want to lay the juice.
Something that stuck out to me, and this is and a couple things. Alex alluded to in the opening how the Rangers gave up 21 runs in their final 2 games there against Detroit Tigers. That was not a good look at all.
Right.
And the Phillies bats, they hit the past 10 games, they're hitting 291 against lefties.
Yeah, exactly. So I like the Phillies here. You're going to give me plus money, I'll take the Phillies. I think they're the better team all around. So I know the bullpen can be shaky with the Phillies. Sometimes the bullpen can be shaky, but I think we get enough big enough lead that they can hold on tonight and get ourselves a nice win.
Have the Alka-Seltzer ready for the late innings, guys. But squeeze it up. Just make sure it's right by your car, right by you when you're watching the final few innings, because sometimes you'll need it. But again, at the end of the day, you just got to get that win, right? That's it. Phillies plus 115 against the Rangers. This one will have a start time 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick.com. We've been pounding the books here in the NHL this season. 650 units of profit. Well, today it's a baseball day. 15 games on the card. Well, no, there's also some WNBA. We're not ready if Rod's ready to fire into WNBA, but they're out there. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
All right, over at Pick Dogs Premium, I've got 4 MLB best bets that I absolutely love today. One is included is my $15 Bookie Buster play. That play is 12-8 in the month of June, so we're up on that one. And I also got my MLB Diamond triple going over at Pick Dogs Premium as well. And I already got the NHL up, ready for sale. You can pick that up over tomorrow. It's my NHL blank check. Absolutely love tomorrow's hockey game. I got your winner in that one. You can scoop that up as well. Or as we say, the best way to go is grab my Bookie Buster week right now. $1.10 gets you every play I have going on for the next week, which will give you 2 more selections in this in the NHL playoffs, Stanley Cup Finals. We got lots of baseball going on. We got CFL coming up on the weekend, so lots of ways to make some money. As we say, jump aboard something long term. Even if you want to grab a 2-for-1 capper deal, that's what gets you. You can pair me up with many of our other award-winning cappers. We've all been making money. There's a bunch of us up at the top making money. So many ways to pair me up with the 2-for-1 capper deal, which is probably definitely one of the better best bets over at Pick Dogs Premium. So scoop it up. Let's continue to pound these books and make some money.
That's right. Scoop it up with Rod Zawacki over at Pig Dogs. Of course, he has his MLB Diamond Triple up there. Has his $15 Bookie Buster as well on the board. He's already ready to fire in with Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals with that NHL blank check coming home with he had the best bet last night with that. Of course, but again, as we talked about, that 1-week pass is the way to go here. Great value here. 7 days of plays from Rod Zawacki. He'll be in action here from Major League Baseball the next 7 days. Also, could be in action WNBA, could be in action CFL. You just got to check it out. Now, if the Stanley Cup Finals go to, we're guaranteed 2 more games, but if it goes 7 games, you see Rod already has his Game 4 pick already in the day before. Now, if he does that for Game 7, if there's a Game 7, that will cover the remainder of the Stanley Cup Finals, because the Game 7 is scheduled for a week from today. A week from today, Game 7 is scheduled.
Yep.
Yeah. So Rod will have Game 7 in on Monday if it goes 7. We're guaranteed 5, but you never know. We might have a 2-2 series. Could go 6, could go 5, could go 7. But if it goes 7, Rod's that 7-day pass will cover the remainder of the Stanley Cup Finals. So that's a really good value right now. So get on board with that 7-day pass. All of Rod's plays here, remainder of Stanley Cup Finals. He's in action in baseball. If he's in action in CFL WNBA, that'll also be part of it. So get on board right now with Rod Zawacki over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Rod, as always, great having the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again here on tomorrow.
So
Yes.
let's get ourselves a winner tonight. Thanks for having me. Appreciate everybody who tunes in. And as I said, smash that like button. We didn't quite get to the 100 yesterday, but if we, like I said, we get to 100 again tonight, I'll throw you another bonus play as well. So when I see you guys all tomorrow, after we brag about our winner today.
That's
so,
right.
Good
That's
luck.
right.
Let's get
Let's
it.
get to 100. Let's get it. All right, Rod Zawacki here on the drive through. Let's continue our coverage here. We got Roman Rodriguez says he'll be at Game 6, and James Thrower says there won't be a Game 6. A little joke there for the poor guy who has tickets to Game 6. All right, let's continue here on the drive through, guys. If you miss any of our picks, I'll do a complete recap at the end of the show, man. I'm sorry, man. I just had to say this. Oh man, let's continue on. He said James Thrower set in a kiddie fashion, though. That was pretty funny. Let's continue on here on the drive through. Now it's time for my pick. Let's put up my game odds here. We're going to look at this Brewers-Cardinals game. The Cardinals are favored here, $1.25, 12-9. This is the Nick and Tuck series here, right? The one game separates these teams in the standings. And, of course, there's no Corbin Burns tonight. There's the opposite of Corbin Burns, called Chichi Gonzalez. That's who's going here for the Milwaukee Brewers. So it's a complete polar opposite on the mound here. So we're going to look at the Cardinals here at $1.25. We know Flaherty will start. It'll be his second start of the season. Let's look at his career numbers. ERA of 3.36, whip of 1.07. We have 91 starts and 3 bullpen appearances. So that's some pretty solid numbers here. He'll be limited to 75 innings on Tuesday. So I'm going to bank on Flaherty to be himself here in this one. Of course, it's our good friend Chichi Gonzalez. Boy, Milwaukee is shopping here at Goodwill for their pitchers. We've got Chichi Gonzalez, 2 starts against Minnesota. Well, he was pounded, 6 earned runs, 4 strikeouts in 7 innings. He got cut. He got released. So what does Milwaukee do? They claim him and they throw him right in the starting rotation. So that's what they're doing here with this one. Now I don't know. I don't get it. We saw Chichi Gonzalez with the Colorado Rockies get pounded left to right. He went to Minnesota, get pounded. So what do you think is going to happen in Milwaukee, right? So anyway, we know the Brewers had picked up that win. They only scored 2 runs, right? Yeah, I think the Cardinals can score some runs here against Chichi Gonzalez in the middle of the Brewers bullpen. I prefer the Cardinals lineup, of course, to start in this one. I'll look at the St. Louis Cardinals, and there has been a movement here since the opening, a big line movement. So I'll chase it here. $1.25 here against the Brewers. This one will have a start time of 8 Eastern time. You could watch it over on MLB Extra News channel. Hey guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium. I have a 3-pack up there. I also have my $15 pick that hit yesterday, coming off a 3-in-1 day yesterday. So profit for my 3-pack customers, profit for my $15 customers yesterday. I still sit atop as the #1 unit producer in Major League Baseball for 2022, documented over at Pick Dogs. I have a 3-pack up there, my 3 best bets for Major League Baseball. Also, my $15 premium is up there as well. So get on board with that. The long-term passes will serve you well. We've got my 3, 7, or 30-day sports pass. Get all of my baseball for that period of time. You select when you go to my handicapper page and make that purchase. 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can get on board with that. Match me up with Rod Zawacki. Watch me up with Ninos, Tony Brown. A lot of the cappers over at Pick Dogs you can match me up with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Shane Mickle. We got Alex Smart, Ninos, Damian, Sosh. That is your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. So get signed up to one of my long-term passes. Been on fire here. So get on board with it right now. It's been coming off a 3-in-1 day, so I cashed for my 3-pack customers, cashed for my $15 pick customers. So let's go. Let's keep it going here with my 3-pack and my $15 premium play up on the side. All right, let's continue here on the show. Now, if you missed any of our picks, I promised a recap. Here is the recap. So let me get the recap information up for you right now. We got to start here with Alex Smart. He said he likes the Tigers here. The Tigers plus 170 against the Red Sox. Tony Brown was on Guardians, Twins under 9.5. Nino says Nationals, Orioles over 9.5. Damian Sosh says Blue Jays, White Sox over 9. We've got Shane Mickle on the D-backs plus 120 against the Padres. Rod was on the Phillies plus 115 against the Rangers. Yours truly here on the Cardinals minus 125 here against the Brewers. And the one I like the most here, I like a lot of these here. I got to single it down here, though, which one I like the best. Let's see here. I like a lot of these plays tonight. I'm going to go with the Nationals Orioles over 9.5 here. I just think these pitchers for Washington not too good. But again, the Washington lineup can hit. These guys can hit. You saw what they did to Philadelphia there over the weekend. They can really put runs on the board. We'll look there at the over. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Plays, deliver live free picks for the action here on Wednesday. Don't forget to always get started every single day with that morning show. Of course, that morning show begins at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Of course, we've got Mitch, we got Chris Ruffalo, we got Brian Biller with that morning show. You don't want to miss Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. Also, we got Brian's 2 video series, Take It to the Bank, and he has another video out there for you with a lot of free picks as well. We want to forget about Ron Romanelli with his rundown every day, one of the more popular features up there, breaking down the entire card from Major League Baseball. We got our man Javon Burtz with his parlay of the day every day. Of course, we can't forget Mills and Brad Francis with their MMA show. Keep an eye on it. I think we'll find out more about it. I think they're leaning towards Saturdays, but anyway, just keep an eye on it. But again, set those notifications. So when they're live with an MMA show, you get notified and you get those great picks from Mills, who's been tearing up in MMA. He's seen on top of the leaderboards right now. He's been in the chat room as well, so get on board. All right, that'll do it for this edition here of the Drive-Thru. Let's bring in our crew from tonight. Wave goodbye to you guys. Have yourself a great evening. We'll talk with you again tomorrow live at